Welcome to The Lift with Sheila Robinson-Kiss. Come on in. There's always a special place set aside for you here where you can relax, kick up your heels, pour yourself a nice, refreshing drink, and prepare to be lifted and soar. Thanks so much, everyone, and welcome back. How to embrace focus. How to embrace focus from the heart and fly. That's what today's video is about, and I really want to kick things off with a quote from Venus Williams, and she says, I don't focus on what I'm up against. I focus on my goals, and I try very, very hard to forget the rest. It is a simple quote. Matter of fact, let me repeat the quote. I don't focus on what I'm up against. I focus on my goals and try very hard to forget the rest. That's a quote by Venus Williams, and we all know how successful she is. It's a simple quote. It's a simple quote, but it is advice. It is advice for all time. One of my greatest joys in life is also one of my greatest regrets in life. And I so wish that this had crystallized for me early. And that is both simultaneously the joy and the regret of focus. So the joy aspect is, as I've gotten older, and you don't have to get older to embrace this. You could be 12 or 13 and really start to embrace this and soar. I realized that focus is really the funnel for the positivity, joy, a manifestation of all that you're trying to do. And the more you go inside of focus on your goals, your hopes, your dreams, or for that matter, other people's goals, hopes, and dreams that you want to help them to manifest, there's an elevated form of existence inside of your focus. And I truly regret not understanding this lesson earlier in life, because the focus has not always been in the most elevated places. So that's why I do what I do. I want to help as many people as I can to really shift in terms of vibration and focus. And man, you can sit back and prepare to be amazed. A lot of times, we can manufacture problems in our lives. And I've seen many people do it. You're manufacturing a problem that's not there, when the problem really is, the problem is the solution all in one. It's your focus. It's who and what you are focused on. You can focus so heavily on a situation and produce problems that never even existed. That's how powerful focus is. I was speaking with a woman a few weeks ago who claims she's ready. She wants to be married. She wants to move on, have this, that, and the third in life. Then why in a 2.5-hour exchange, there was not one word mentioned that was positive about manifesting a relationship, positive attributes that she had? Nothing was mentioned. It was a long conversation about gloom, doom, very oppressive thoughts. And I'll tell you the problem with that. And I wish someone would have broken it down for me earlier in life, and it would have made a huge difference. Your focus, let me slow down. Your focus is your spiritual, emotional, and material magnet. Don't look at your focus as anything other than a magnet. In real time, your focus is what you draw to you. Your focus sets your vibration, and whatever your vibration is, you will attract like. Like attracts like. If you don't believe me, get in your car, drive in some of the neighborhoods, go to some cafes, sit, listen to people's conversations. You're going to see that against all odds, like vibrations will find each other. I worked with a court-mandated client some years ago. This woman had hooked up with a man, and when I tell you, it wasn't just mayhem that they were perpetrating. It was really just pure evil. And I just couldn't resist one day in session asking her, how in the world did you even meet him? He lives on the other side of the world. That's where he originally came from. And she said, Sheila, it's interesting. I was in California at the same time vacationing that he was, and just so happened we hooked up. Now, I don't buy that. It wasn't just so happened. It was the magnetic force of their vibration so doggone similar, and when they came together, it was like sparks. It was so familiar. And when I tell you the shenanigans that they were into, it's only two people who are cut from nearly identical cloths that could engage in some of this behavior. So the like will attract like. And on the flip side of that, when the vibration is high and beautiful and focused, you cultivate within you a divine momentum. And all that you are working for, all that you are hoping for, all that you represent it cannot help. I can't stress it enough. In one way or another, the goodness can't help but manifest. It really can. I have a good friend of mine, constantly jewels, opportunities drop into her life, and she'll call me and say, Sheila, I can't believe this. Can you believe it? I say, yeah, I can believe it. I expected it for you because of what you're doing. It's such a high vibration. You're such an amazing person. It's the vibrational flow. So it cuts on both ways. And what do you do? What do you do when you truly want to shift focus? And I've heard people say, Sheila, it's hard for me. I want to focus on good. I want to focus on positive. And let me tell you why it can be so difficult. Then I'm going to give you the formula to overcome that. So it's almost like existing in a neighborhood. In your consciousness, in your mind. You exist in a neighborhood, and for the most part, there's just a lot of toxicity in this neighborhood, crazy things happening. You really don't want to be there. You wanted to sell your house a long time ago and get out, but there is a comfort level there. And so you straddle the line. You went to tour this amazing new environment. You love it, but there's part of you that's like, am I going to be able to adjust? Will I meet new friends there? Can I get adjusted in my new house? So you straddle the line, and that's where you go back and forth, and you start fighting between this toxic focus and the positive focus that you really want to claim. So what would you do? What would you do if you're in that situation? This is the key. It has to be, when we're shifting focus, it has to be as conscious as picking up, packing your bags, getting in your car, selling your house, excuse me, and going across the border to the new environment that is lifted for you. This is not something you just kind of sit and wait. It's going to happen automatically. It's very, very conscious. And once you get into that new environment in your mind, beautiful grass, fresh air, you plant the flowers, you kind of just stroll around the neighborhood and say, this is where I am now. I'm a little bit nervous, but come hell or high water, I'm going to make the adjustment because the air is fresh here. I can make a go of it. I have all the resources that I need. So beyond doing that mental exercise, I really want you to see it as a new neighborhood you're moving into. I want you in real time to take out a pen and a piece of paper. And on that piece of paper, you're going to write where my focus lives. Where my focus lives, the neighborhood of my mind, where my focus lives. And you're going to write down everything that exists in that neighborhood. Everything that exists in that neighborhood is what you're focusing on. You notice I didn't say what you don't want to focus on. We're done with that. It's what you want to manifest and what you want to focus on. So for me, the neighborhood of my mind is very delicious. It's very spacious. My focus is lifting up humanity. It's lifting up my life, learning, positive spiritual pursuits, development, health, wellness, learning, laughing, and all those good things. I'm human. So yes, from time to time, the unwanted toxic energy knocks on my door in that new neighborhood and, wants to hang out or whatever. But you have to become so focused on cultivating this new environment for your mind. You slam the door. I won't have that. It's not good for me. And I will tell you, this is everyday positioning. This is everyday work that gets easier as you move along, as you go along. And that work that you do, as I always say, never stop working on yourself. Never stop working on your life, because it comes back. It will pay you back in spades again and again and again. It's a cumulative effect. It's a cumulative effect, and you'll hit certain things in your life, and it's like, boom, I pulled that lever. It's like being in a casino and winning the full jackpot, but it's because of the work that you've put in over time. And another beautiful byproduct is this focus that I talk about. The more you focus on the positive, what moves you, what drives you, that divine momentum I talked about, you will access more of your passions. It pulls your passions to the forefront and experiencing the best of who you are. What a classy, awesome, amazing way to live. Being the best of who you are. That requires focusing on the best of who you are and what you have to offer. I hope this video has made a difference for you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.